Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rene. I am a homeschool mama of two boys, and I'm going to be sharing how we split up our different curriculum and our different work throughout the week and what we do in each day in terms of our homeschool subjects. So if you watched my first grade curriculum picks video last week, you kind of know that we have quite a bit we're fitting into this year, and you might be wondering how are we actually going to split that up and when are we going to do it? So this is what that video is for. So I actually made this chart here in Canva. So if you're unfamiliar with Canva, it's a website you can make free charts and stuff. I actually just went on there and literally looked up weekly school template, and that's where I found this. So this is what I'm using, and then I just wrote in with pencil. Sorry, my handwriting is not so great, but that's what I just did. I just kind of wrote in with pencil what we're going to be doing. That way I can change it if needed. Okay. So we school 4 days a week, at least for our main subjects. We school 4 days a week, and we typically do the majority of our school in the morning. So I am a working homeschool mama, so I can't just spread our school throughout the day because I have to have some good and uninterrupted work time. So because of that, I have to have a scheduled time where this is when we do school, and we sit down and we do the bulk of our subjects in that time period. Now, for a first grader, this is generally an hour to an hour and a half that we're fitting these subjects in because it shouldn't be that long for them, sitting there. So for Monday through Thursday, when we do our main school, every single day, we are going to be working on our handwriting, our reading, and our math. So for reading, we're doing our All About Reading lessons, so we'll do that 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. For math, we're doing our Math with Confidence, 4 days a week, our lessons. And then handwriting, we do Handwriting Without Tears Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursday, we'll do our Draw and Write book, which I mentioned in our first grade curriculum picks. So that's what we're doing those days. And then you'll see we have a fourth subject here that kind of rotates. So this subject here is called Primary Skills. And I mentioned in my first grade curriculum picks that I really wanted my son to kind of master some more of those scissor skills and art skills and things like that I feel like we just didn't quite get enough practice in kindergarten year. So I kind of made a subject for that this year. And we're going to be doing that on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then on Tuesday is when we're going to do science. So we are doing Book Shark Science. So my plan is on Tuesdays to read whatever our pages are for that week and then do our activity pages with that. And I think for most weeks, this will work out fine just doing it all on one day because there isn't a whole lot of worksheets or activities in the first grade Book Shark. But I will also say there were a few weeks I saw that had a little bit more. So on the weeks that have more that I feel like it's going to be too much for one day, I will just move that and do Tuesday and Wednesday science, and we'll just do 1 day of primary skills. So I keep it flexible. But in general, that's what we're going to be doing most weeks. And then Fridays in the morning, instead of doing our main subjects, Fridays are kind of our elective day, which is nice because if we go out of town or I have a work thing or something and I need to shift my days, I can always just drop Friday. And it's not a big deal because we're at least getting all of our reading, math, and writing in. So I don't feel too bad if we have to skip the stuff on Friday a few weeks. But if we do, or if we are available on Friday, then we will be doing calendar time just to continue to review those calendar skills. Only doing it once a week because my son really has calendar down. I just don't want him to forget it. So we're going to do calendar, poetry. We're going to be reading out of our poetry book, and then we'll also be reading a fable and talking about it kind of as part of character development. And then we'll be doing an art project once a week on Friday as well. So that's going to be our morning time throughout the week. Then in the afternoons, my son has quiet time in the afternoons where he just kind of gets to play quietly, and my younger one will nap. But right before that was when we will do our read alouds. So I'm going to be doing read aloud Monday through Thursday, and this will be from a chapter book. So obviously we read more books than this. We do lots of picture books and library books and stuff. But for an official read aloud, a longer chapter book, we're going to be doing this the 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, before quiet time. And then on Friday, in lieu of that, is when we'll do our science project for Book Shark. I just don't think I'll be able to fit the science project in to the other days of the week because my work can get really busy Monday through Thursday. So I think science project will just fit better on Friday, but I'll let you guys know if that ends up not working out, but that's kind of the plan for right now. For the evening is when we'll have our other book time, so more time to read picture books and our library books and things like that. We'll do that before bedtime, and I have that for all 5 days. And then I think this is also when we're going to fit in our mindfulness. So I mentioned in my first grade curriculum picks that I got that Breathe Like a Bear mindfulness cards. And I think we'll just do one of those before bedtime for these days. That's kind of my tentative plan. And honestly, we'll probably keep this evening routine throughout the weekend as well. So that is kind of how we're fitting in our main school subjects. Now, obviously, there's a lot more that my son will be doing throughout the day that would be maybe considered educational, but I just don't consider it official school time. Like, for example, he'll have, time where he gets to do independent art or puzzles, or he'll play outside, or he'll have free play or whatever. All these things are great for his brain. And what he'll be doing in between, all of this. But this is just our official like school time. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys and maybe gave you some ideas. I know it was super helpful for me to realize that like I could alternate subjects, like, doing some things on Monday, Wednesday, and some on Tuesday, Thursday. So hopefully that gives you an idea of maybe how you can schedule your week. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in my next video.